Um, Hello. I haven't been here in a little while. I say that literally every video, but I think in this case it's a bit legitimate. Last year I kind of figured out that it was a do or die situation, and I decided to finish my PhD instead of die trying. And I'm actually not dead, so that's good. That's always good news, unless you're an assassin and you had a contract out on my life, in which case it's not that good news. But I mean, you gave it a damn good go with that whole PhD thing. It just... So I got it printed last week. I submitted it on Saturday, and I am a free woman forever. At the moment I'm feeling pretty good. I have to say, in the last 6 months I've pretty much cried every week, and in some cases every day, mumbling incoherently that I can't do it, and then I didn't do it. For two things in this video. One is my hair, which is less kind of flowing Pantene advert, more drag through hedge backwards, but I was feeling it on the down because today when I put it up I look really like a really scary school teacher, or like Little My from the Moomins. And the other thing is the aggressive blow job angle of this camera. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's all very confusing. I'm going to do a favourites video from the last whatever months I've been away. Hopefully you enjoy it. This has been my favourite thing for about 3 months. The thing is that I've not really been into makeup in the process of finishing my PhD because I haven't had time. I've literally been putting eyebrows, mascara, a bit of blush on, maybe a lip product if we're feeling a bit ritzy. But no foundation, no concealer. In fact, I forgot concealer existed. I probably should have used it because my eye bags were basically down to here. But I was getting up, working on my PhD, going to the gym, rinse, repeat. I also had a wedding. Actually, let's do a photo montage with jazzy music, and you can all see the dress. As much as I would have loved to have vlogged that process, there just wasn't time. There's not enough time in the world to get everything done at once. So for Christmas, my brother bought me one of the first makeup items I bought in the whole of last year. I had to quit my job. I was living on very little money, still am, and you really have to figure out what it is that's important, and that was hard because I'd gone from buying whatever I wanted to having to quit my job to finish my PhD, and basically having zero spending money at all, having to rely on my parents and Kiwi, and it was really tough, just scraping by. So I had to learn pretty quickly, and my brother bought me this foundation for Christmas. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation. It's SPF 15. And I've got it in one fair. Now this is still a bit dark for me, and I do have to lighten it up with my beloved Face Atelier Zero Minus shade adjuster. But this is a beautiful foundation. It's very light, and on the skin it doesn't really have a texture, as in your skin looks like skin, but it looks like your skin in Photoshop. This is a really, really beautiful foundation. I find that it blends really nicely, really seamlessly, and on the first day I tried it, because I'd never tried it before, I just wanted some Charlotte Tilbury makeup and thought this was a good place to start. The first day I wore it, which was Christmas Day, I just could not stop looking at my skin. I was in direct sunlight, in a really sunny room in the mirror, and I was kind of fapping over my skin. It just looked gorgeous. The wear time isn't what I would like out of this. I do find that I do get oily fairly quickly. I mean, it is a dewy light finish foundation. I wouldn't say it's to the level of my Chantecaille Future Skin foundation. I don't know, the one in the tub, which lasts me approximately like 2 hours. This will give me a good 6, but I do feel the need to powder. However, it's a beautiful product, really light, lovely to just put on carefree for days when you just want a bit of coverage but you don't want to look overdone. Another thing I got last year, and this was a huge treat, the Aerin Pretty Bronze Illuminating Powder, and it's this is the lightest shade, level 1. It's Aerin Lauder. It's pretty uncharacteristic of me to buy bronzer, to be honest, but I started using it for contouring and to give my face a bit of a glow during the summer, and it's a really beautiful product. It's very finely milled, and it's not, I mean, it looks fairly orange, but it blends out to just a really nice kind of golden glow. So I'm still getting to grips with stuff like this, because, you know, I'm not really a bronzed beauty. That's not my style, but it makes a beautiful kind of tawny golden blush during the summer, and I'm really excited to start using this again, because I completely forgot I had it until about 2 weeks ago, and now it's my favourite thing every day. Thing I will say is, though, the packaging is really disappointing. I thought this would be like a beautiful gold metal compact, and it's actually just gold plastic. Okay, eye makeup. Basically, this is the first day since my wedding I've worn any eye makeup apart from mascara, so I have no useful information to add here. But when you are on a budget and you're looking for a decent mascara, I will say you could go for wrung, then get Max Factor 2000 Calorie. This was my favourite teenage mascara, and when I needed a new mascara after my expensive ones ran out and I had no money, I checked out Boots and got some kind of 2-for-1 thing, and got some vouchers. I had some vouchers or something, I don't know. The thing that pissed me off was that it was in black brown and it was in the black slot. Why do people do that? That's just such a major real life troll move. So, but it's a really nice mascara. It does stay on all day on me. It doesn't flake off unless I scratch at my eyeballs, which isn't a very frequent occurrence, I have to say. It's nice devolumizing. I do find that it holds the curl pretty well, and I don't like the brush. I find that the brush makes it really easy for me to print loads of mascara all the way up my eyelids, so I have to correct it before I go out. But if you're looking for a decent budget mascara, this is pretty nice. Next on my list, I wonder if you can see my granny blanket I'm sitting in. Don't know. It's really cold in my house. A blush that's kind of kept me alive for the last few months. I put it on without thinking, don't even have to think about what colour I want to wear, I just put this on, and it's NARS Orgasm. I find that it gives me this really nice bit of peppy glow to my skin, so because I've been wearing very little makeup, I have needed a little bit of help. And the gold shimmer in this, as well as the coral, have been really brightening. It's just been really brightening, and it's cheered my face up a bit without making me, and it's made me feel a bit less drab. And to be honest, I have felt really drab. Like, I've been wearing mainly black, been walking around with a permanent grimace. I have pretty much hated life apart from my wedding day. This has been an absolute staple. 3 lip products. I think I'm sitting on one. For my wedding, I bought these Korres lip butters to team with a lip stain. I always said I was going to wear red on my wedding day, and I did. I went for Beauté Fever lip stain, which is the most beautiful kind of deep, not starlet red. I didn't want a starlet red, I wanted something a bit darker, a little bit vampy, but not, I don't know. It's more understated, it's more of kind of a sweetheart, just bitten kind of look. It's just such a beautiful product. Actually, why don't I just talk about this first? So it's a lip stain, but it's a gel formula, and this is my second tube of this actually. I had to buy another one last year because there was no way I could go without it. Looks like blood in a vial, and let me just put a bit on. It's kind of got this translucent feel, but it doesn't stick to dry skin on your lips. It applies really nicely, and I just wanted something which was red without being like pow red, because I did have quite a lot of eye makeup on my wedding day, and when I put the red on in the first place, and I did choose NARS Mascara. If you've been a long time viewer, you'll know that's one of my favourites. I couldn't do it. I felt like I was just so overdone, and I don't know if it was the shock because all I've been wearing for months was mascara, or I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't do it. So I went for Beauté Fever, and I think this was the perfect choice. Lip stains can get a little drying, however, so I picked up two of these. Korres lip butter. I got Wild Rose. Oh god, these look really messy, I'm sorry. Just like I smashed my 2-year-old toddler fingers and then swirled it around a bit. And Quince. The one that I ended up wearing on my wedding day, actually, when I went, initially I was actually wearing some kind of Vaseline rose thing which the makeup artist put on me, and that's Makeup by Katie. If you wanted to know, she was absolutely fantastic, and she dealt with my crazy French mum, so that's always good. She's very good with mums. And initially I was planning to wear Quince, but she put rose Vaseline on me, so I put both of these in my bag, and by the end of the day, to be honest, I don't really remember what I was putting on my lips, but it was either one of these two. And I didn't remember, not because I was drunk, because actually I had raging tonsillitis on my wedding day, and the day before it I was in hospital. So that was fun. I was actually the least drunk person at my wedding, but I was actually just knackered and I couldn't remember. They say that your wedding day is a blur, and it really, really was, and by the end of the day I couldn't wait to rip all of my hairpins out and just go to sleep. So no wedding night for us. I literally just took my antibiotics and went straight to bed. Actually, I think I might have had some shortbread first. It was free. It was free in the hotel. So these are lovely buttery products, as the name would suggest. I totally get the hype with these. I was a bit kind of, no, that can't be that good. They're pretty similar to Sleek Pout Polish. They are a much softer texture, and they have a translucent colour to the lips, so they just give a lot of sheen, a lot of beautiful sheen. You licking the carpet? They're very appropriate for everyday wear, just to chuck on. They make me look polished without much effort. I really like these. They're just very moisturising. They've got shea butter in, and they're really nice. They're really nice to apply. They glide over the lips. So in terms of colour, I think I actually do prefer my Sleek Pout Polish in Perfect Plum, but this is pretty nice. With Quince, this colour is beautiful. I can't wait to wear this in summer. Last product is this Beauté, oh god, what's the colour? The last product is this, and the label's fallen off it, so I had to do a quick Google. It is this Beauté Weightless Lip Crème, and I think it is in Modern Love, and it's the thing that I'm wearing now. And when I only bought it because there was a mega sale on Love Makeup, and they had shitloads of Beauté going really cheap, and I thought that was a travesty, so I bought some. And this is just such a gorgeous colour. I guess I could equate it to a slightly darker version of Syrup from MAC, and it's, when you swatch it, it's just the most dull, looking blah thing. It's just this kind of brownish pink 90s Sarah Michelle Gellar in Buffy first season kind of colour, or like Courtney Cox from Friends or Rachel from Friends. It's that kind of 90s era colour. But when I put it on the lips, it just makes me feel very polished. It is a really nice texture. It is very weightless, very buttery. It lasts a long time for a lip gloss. It does leave a residual stain behind, and it's very moisturising without being sticky. So there's a lot of slide on my lips, but it's not uncomfortable. But when it goes on the lips as well, it's like a completely non-colour. This is a colour that I would totally avoid everywhere else, but I just love it. I just love the way that it just ties a look together. If I can't be bothered to think of a lip colour, this is the one I'll pick, because it is just very simple. And because my makeup, I'm pretty sure you can all get the sense of the theme that my makeup has been all about simplicity recently. In fact, I feel really overdone today because this is the most makeup I've worn in a really long time. So hey, I'm back, sort of. We'll see how this thing goes. Thank you if you've stuck around, and hopefully I'll see you soon.